righty.
What's happening?
Hey, you know what? I like hopping on at night for real, for real.
Me too, bro. I
Because
actually do, man.
in the morning is crazy. And actually, let me just get straight to it. So, unfortunately, guys, we did have a cancellation tonight, and to be honest, we scrambled around for the past 15 minutes. Like, damn, what should we do? And at the end of the day, we got to keep it professional because the show must go on, no matter what. I learned this at an early on time in my life when I was literally playing football, thinking like, "Oh shit, well if I'm not playing, the game gonna stop." No, the game keeps going, and
Yep.
the big thing I want to say too is that life happens, and we understand that, and so we're learning as we do this media business too. Going live sometimes isn't the best option because life does happen. So
Yep.
we say that to say basically we appreciate everybody who's been tapping in and keeping on with us, and we're still gonna go live today at the time frame that we had already set because we got to keep it going. That's all about consistency and holding ourselves accountable. With that being said, I'm a super punctual guy and I'm really pissed off, but it's okay for real, for real. I'm just being real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah, yeah,
and that's
yeah.
because when it comes to business, like being punctual is like very, very. I mean, Bryn, you already know how I am.
I learned that. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I cannot stand being late and things like that. So, but all that to say too, we do understand and we appreciate Shakim for wanting to come on.
Yep.
And shit happens like both ways. Like we all had crazy days today without
Mm-hmm.
going too deep into everything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're definitely gonna make it happen. It's just not happening today. So, we're gonna talk about some stuff though.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, Micah, for leading that in and just being transparent about the whole situation. I learn a lot from you when it comes to business. And and that's what's important to us right now. But the biggest thing though, I'll say first before I get into all that is that we completely understand that things
Definitely.
happen. Like, but
Definitely.
so we know in the future that because as we're learning as we go, we're 35 episodes in, but really this is only our third episode into Let's Talk About It, which
Right.
is obviously under Early Bird Media Production. But so we're still learning on that. But probably in the future, we'll probably not do live anymore for when we do our interviews. But we'll do our interviews. We're gonna do our interviews though in the studio, even though we're apart. We have a studio. We have software where you can download the app, and when you download the app, we'll send you a link. We'll have the whole studio ready for whatever's going to happen, and we can pre-record. And after we pre-record, then we can get everything done. We can send that out. So we understand, man. There's no issues, but because we didn't know, we're like, do we still go live? Yeah, we got to go live because we got to stay consistent.
Gotta go.
Yeah, we got to stay consistent. But this is what happens in business sometimes. But we still want to present ourselves to you. But we're still gonna get Shy on here. Trapo is still my brother. Yeah, he's still my brother forever. I understand, man, completely. Trust me, I understand completely. Things happen and things change. But
for real, he's better than me because I've just straight up ghosted people before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what's even worse. So like, it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like that at all. So there's like,
nah.
You know
He communicated, man. Shy communicated. He talked to me. He understands. He wants to do something tomorrow. I don't know if it'll work out, but if we can work something out, we'll definitely get him on here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of things we got to get prepared for Monday and for the rest of the week. But we definitely want to get him on here, man. And we're just grateful, bro. And we're gonna continue. We come on here. We're gonna talk about things. And we want to talk some sports. We'll talk about real life, just a lot of different things. And another thing we're gonna bring to you is on Tuesday, we're gonna have our boy Pearly on here.
Hey, that's actually that's actually a great announcement.
Yeah. So Tuesday we're gonna have our boy Pearly on here, man. He's gonna really lead the devotion side of it and the prayer. Before we even get into the topics, man, we're gonna get on some black on black crime in business in America. All right. And then we're gonna obviously talk sports, man. Things we all got a real close bond. I've known Pearly for a very long time. I know Micah has too as well. And they've done business together. Pearly has an awesome company. He does a lot of tile work.
PWOT.
He does a lot of tile work, top notch, top tier. So if you're ever looking for any type of remodeling stuff in a bathroom or a kitchen or any type of tile work needs to be done, holler at Pearly, and you will see him on Tuesday, man.
Man, I had a personal experience with Pearly. No bull. Had this bathroom job, hired a sub, and I'm like, I have a job in DC going at the same time. Like actually, I'm doing multiple jobs in DC, and this bathroom job was in Richmond, bro.
Yeah.
And in Goochland, actually, shout out to the plug out in
Gooch. Shout out to the massage plug and Gooch. The Gooch. But go ahead.
No. But yo, so I had this sub, and no boy, I get this call from a homeowner, and when I tell you, this home was like 15,000 square feet easily. Like it was a massive home. Um, doing multiple all the bathrooms in the house were on the first one, and I get a call. She's like, I think your guy's drunk. I'm like, no. I'm being dead ass,
No
bro.
way.
I'm like, no way. Like I've never heard that before. And
Yeah.
so literally she sends me a picture and I see it. I wish I could share it because all I said was, yo, he's smashed, bro.
You have the
It's not
picture?
funny, but
You
at
have
that
the
moment,
picture?
I don't have it. I gotta get it because it's on the phone that I'm on.
All
But
right, so no, I'm saying like just send me the picture after. We'll clip that. You ain't got to worry about that.
nah, so I called Pearly. Man, he came in like literally Superman, literally. Came, I think, the next week or the week after that, because we had to shut down the site. Bro, Pearly comes in and he brought his crew. The ladies literally just teasing ear to ear for the rest of the day. I'm like, hey, he's married and he's a pastor. Let him work.
And he's a pastor.
Let
Yeah,
him work. Nah,
yeah.
but shout out to Pearly for real. He's really, really good dude, man. I can't wait to honestly sit down with him and talk to him and hear what kind of experiences and his opinions are for sure. And I do have a little wine with me today. I'm a little stressed out. You
Oh
know,
no, I mean wine.
you
I
know,
think G just turned water into wine. You
I
know what
was
I'm
gonna say
saying?
that, and
I don't drink.
my
I
wife
don't
always
drink.
gets on me because I drink out of the bottle.
Well, there's a lot
But
of
like
indulgence.
only
But
only I drink in my house. So like she drinks her own thing. So I'm just
yeah,
like, what do I need a glass for? You know?
yeah. I don't drink no liquor, bro. I don't like
I
liquor. I
so
drink
boom.
liquor.
That's why
You
I'm
know
on
I drink
wine
liquor,
too.
but
That's
now I
why I'm
cut
on
liquor
wine
off.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I cut liquor off. Wine, I'll drink a glass of wine, a
Yeah.
beer, twisted tea or something like that. But just
Mhm.
liquor, no, I'm not drinking no liquor. I mean, me personally, I chose to put weed down. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna even say that.
That's
I mean,
strong, bro.
I know because I really do that. You know what I'm saying? I really did that. I really smoke, but that's a
Yeah.
conviction that I really wanted
Yeah.
and I wanted to have it, but I don't think that needs to do it. That don't has to do with everybody. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'll never smoke weed ever again. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Well, it's
saying? I'm not
legal,
gonna.
so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But no, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would never like, and I'm not just saying because of this, but you
No,
gotta
but let's
understand.
talk about it, bro. This is a good topic right here, right
Yeah,
now.
but no, but like what I'm
This is
saying
good.
is I'm saying me personally, I stopped and it made me more locked in. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Bro,
Hey, Nino. Hey, hold on, Nino. You on here, man. If you still on here, hit me up, bro. Because actually we want to get you a podcast going. Not with us on
bro,
it. We want to do your own.
send Nino the link right now. Let's go.
No, yeah, Nino. Matter of fact, you trying to get on here? If he
Nah, but
see it, I want him to. But I want
yeah.
him to have. Remember, I was saying from
Yeah,
early,
yeah.
bro. I
We want
want
to
him to
talk
do
to
his
him.
own
Like
thing.
we
Yeah,
want to talk to anybody like who has strong opinions and anybody who doesn't have it. Like it doesn't matter for real.
it don't matter.
But
That's what I was
yo,
saying.
to stay on. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, but I was really because I don't know if he's still in here, but this is what we was going back to earlier. When we
Mhm.
see somebody like Nino, I've known him for a very long time, grew up with him, and
Okay.
I know that he could be on there. And we don't want to when we say that, hey, we want you to have a podcast. We're not saying here that me and you want to be on there with him, but he could use this. He could use this. We could get a software going. Holler at us, Nino. I'm dead
Yeah,
serious,
bro.
bro.
This is a
But we
platform
already
for
been talking about. I
anybody.
see you. I
Yeah.
see you on there, bro. People want to hear what you got to say, bro. So you could do your
Definitely,
own
bro.
podcast.
And I don't know him as well as you do, but I definitely have seen his Facebook, and he definitely has motion. And what you're saying is like this is a platform, so we want to help people literally get their own podcast. We don't want to be
Yeah.
on there at all.
No,
You
no.
know what I'm saying? We're
That's what
not
I'm saying.
Jermaine Dupri, Suge
Nah,
Knight,
nah,
or P Diddy.
Or P Diddy, I promise you. So, but like, nah, but for real, or P Diddy, I promise you. But like somebody like Nino though, like if he has a podcast, it's just like so. If you think about like Revolt, you know what I'm saying, and then
Bro,
you have it
exactly.
is, and then you got it is what it is, and you got Drink Champs, you got all that on that.
Bro.
But it's a
Yeah.
platform that provides different platforms for different viewers. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Because the
bro.
things that we talk about every day might not be what their viewers want to hear, and that's fine.
Right.
But you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know that somebody like Nino, who he has, I've known him. I grew up with him,
That's
so
what's
I know
up.
he has
Yeah.
potential. I know he has a purpose. So he get on
Definitely.
here and talk, just talk his game, talk what he do. Or the whole
Yeah.
thing, what you type, you could talk that. People are still going to engage. He has way more engagement too, where he could already pop off early.
For sure.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. But yo, going back to I think the marijuana topic was good. Because to me, I agree with you. If you're trying to get shit in order, it doesn't make sense to smoke. Like I had to stop. I had to stop smoking for a year sometimes, multiple times, or 6 months, or 3 months, or whatever. And
Mm.
that's like that's just the reality you got to face when you are doing when you're smoking tree for real, for real. Because honestly, I've never gotten into anything else, so I've never had that feeling of like or urge or wanting to do something else, you know. But I have had the urge of like, yo, I feel like I need to smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and for me, like, so what I'm doing now is I'm not smoking during the week because I'm like, yo, I know what I'm like with when I don't smoke and I want to get shit done. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
means shit is superly getting done. You know what
So
I'm
so
saying?
are you
Yeah,
telling me?
go.
So you telling me today that when you was over there, when you was climbing up a tree, cutting down
Yeah.
branches, you was not smoking weed?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm smoking all day. It's Saturday though.
Yeah, now I know you. That's your
It's
thing on the weekend. Now, when you
yeah.
told me, when you said, "Nah, I ain't smoking during the week no more," yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh," I was actually flabbergasted. Is that a word?
Hey, I'm glad you
Hey,
said that way. Because no, I have, but like you said, like the way you're doing it, I had to because I'm like, all right, this is the one thing that I didn't stop doing. Like that's the thing about life. You got to be able to, go through some shit. And unfortunately, not fortunate. Fortunately, I'm able to go through shit with whatever hit bottom, but I can bounce back. I'm not trying to do that too many times, obviously, but
yeah, nah, for
thankful I
sure.
can do that. Um, but yeah, I think a part of it is just realizing where your weaknesses are and regaining that strength back, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro.
And
And I feel like, but how do you do that though? I know how I would do it. I know what I would tell other people, but like
what's
I
that?
feel like that's a hard part to like regain, like to all right. So you gotta acknowledge your weaknesses. All
Hmm.
right. Then you gotta hold yourself accountable on those weaknesses.
Yeah.
Now, how would you personally attack those weaknesses?
So it's kind of like in sales, they say that call that you don't want to make, that's the first call you need to make.
Word.
So so the weakness that you feel that you're most worried about, that's the one you need to attack. So for me,
Word.
that was smoking. That was I mean it's a laundry list to be real. So
he said a he said a laundry list, a honey to do list.
no, but I'm just being real. Like it's just like I've definitely developed some bad habits that I've been trying to knock off slowly over time.
Yeah.
And one of like I'm saying, one of them is not smoking while I'm working because I've been
Mm.
so not so successful, but I've been kind of successful while doing that. So it kind of tricks you a little bit. You're like, oh, I can get away with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But there's no way you're gonna elevate doing the same shit. That's just facts of
Mm-hmm.
life.
Yeah.
So gotta do some new things, and it's just totally changed, bro. I remember in high school, like weed was like crack for real, especially in Spotsy County.
They what they used to call it back in the day. Like we would call it piff. So
Yeah.
we would get piff. That's what it was, piff. Or you would
Hmm.
get Reggie. It's either Reggie or of course we already know about Reggie, but piff. So you would get piff. But we would
Yeah.
go to one person that would have the piff on deck, and we thought we was cool as hell. I won't put no names out, but all I'll say is he made beats for a Dipset, and he was in the Bird. You know what I'm saying? And
Shut
he
the
used,
fuck up,
yeah,
nigga.
for real.
I didn't
That's a
hear.
fact.
Well, I
That's
was
a
gonna
fact.
say that like so the first time I smoked, which was funny, it was with some white boys. It was some really my good guys back in the day. But after that, once I realized there was different tiers, I was always top tier after that.
Top tier. Yeah, they definitely had different tiers. Like you don't want, like like that's the thing. Like that would be funny. I wish, like me, Kyle, Dre, and Diggs. Rest in peace, Dre. Rest in peace,
Rest in
Diggs.
peace, man. For real.
Yes, man, my brothers. Right? We would go ride around, and we would not even ride around because we already knew we were going to get Piff. You know what I'm saying? Because, as a matter of fact, I just say Scam City, man. Scam City was like the little clique in school, in high school. Scam City. That's
A
the little
Chancellor?
hand. Yeah, that little handshake we had. D-Matt, man, he was real nice at
Okay.
rapping. It was
Okay.
D-Matt, Bucks. I know D-Matt, Bucks, and
Oh,
then
this is before, what year is
man, I
this for
wish I
you?
knew their names, bro. I wish I knew all their names because all them. I would look at them. I thought they were so cool. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
no cap. I mean, I'm young then. I wasn't exposed to any of that. I was like, oh, Scam City. It's the coolest thing I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? They live.
What year is this for you? What year?
Man, it's like 2003, 2000.
So
It's
I'm
early.
saying, what was that, eighth grade for you?
Yeah, I mean, 8th grade is when I started going to Chancellor Middle, right? Yeah,
Okay,
because I
okay,
was
gotcha.
because I went to Fredericksburg Christian School. Then in 6th grade, they say, yeah, buddy, they told my parents, hey, this is a fact. No disrespect to anything. I respect Fredericksburg Christian School, but they told my mom, if you don't medicate him, then he can't come back. Yeah. So,
What?
so my mom said, yeah, we're not doing it.
That's
So
good. Hey,
then I went to the school called,
round of applause for mom, for real.
and I always say that. So then I went to the school called King's Academy. I was at this school, they found a school called King's Academy, but at this school, what was crazy about this school
All right,
was
Macaulay Culkin. Shit, I didn't know that.
no, King's Academy.
Nah.
So at this school, though, at King's Academy, bro, it was
All right.
like a real small school. It was like in some church, right? And
Okay, got you.
there would be multiple grades in one class, though. So you got a
I know
teacher.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got a teacher teaching 3 different grades in one class.
How they
right?
do that?
Yeah, I don't know, but all I know is I got good grades there. But and look, and they used to let us look.
I bet everybody
they used to let us go. They used to let us bring our game systems to the school. Like we used to take.
Wow.
I'll bring my dream. I'll bring my Dreamcast and play like Shamu and stuff like that. It was some weird. It was cool though. It was like some game that was like. It was like Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto was off because it was on Dreamcast. But after but they used to take us to the mall for field trips. We would go to the mall. We would go to Wawa for the field trip.
That's Wawa. I ain't gonna lie, that's a solid field trip.
Hey, this school though, King's Academy, and I was getting good grades. But then I don't remember. I think they ended up. That's the place though I broke my ankle at. Had to get surgery at. It was the first game. I was supposed to be. I was playing AAU baseball for the Razorbacks, Virginia Razorbacks. The first time I ever played AAU, I always playing Parks and Rec. Won championship every year. It's time to level up.
Oh, for real? Every year?
Yeah, and I pitched every game. No cap.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you're at this better team, right?
Yeah. So then I go to AAU, but the first game of the season, I went through the whole preseason, like spring training, everything like that. But the day of the first game of the season, I go to school at King's Academy. They let us play. They let us play tackle football at recess. So, anyways,
that's crazy.
anyways, my mom, as I'm getting out the car, my mom says, "Hey, buddy, first game today. Be careful. Don't get yourself hurt." So, I'm not thinking anything of it, but it stuck to me this day. Recess, right before we're about to go home. We probably had recess for an hour and a half. I don't know how, but we did. We're playing football in a little field. This dude does the horse collar tackle on me. All I remember is I remember it happening. It's kind of like slow-mo in my head now. I remember somebody, because I'm actually shaking people, but the dude that did this, he was actually really athletic. He wasn't even he was just really athletic. He skateboarding, white boy, but he was really athletic. You get what I'm saying? He got his hands on the back of my shirt and he was strong. So he it stopped me.
Oh,
and my leg got caught in the ground and that joint snapped.
Oh,
then that joint was, I remember I looked down, my ankle was crooked like this. I said, oh man, I broke my ankle. That's what I said. I said, I broke my ankle. I won't even cry. I was just I broke my ankle because that joint was turned crooked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when I lifted it up, like I tried to lift it off the ground, and that joint popped into place some. And when it popped into place, it was the best feeling that I ever had in my entire life. Besides, I hate to say this, no disrespect to anybody, but from when I was in the hospital bed and they gave me a button for morphine every 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was 13. They gave me, I was 13 years old.
I was in the hospital at 13 years old?
13 years old. I was in the hospital for like 5 days because I had to get surgery on my ankle. I had to get surgery, like emergency surgery on my ankle because I broke the fibia and the tibia. You know how your ankle goes like it wraps around your joint down there? That joint split open like that, right? It cracked like that. And then my ankle popped out of the joint.
That's crazy. And I was playing baseball?
No, that was playing backyard football.
But recess. Yeah. But you had a baseball game that day.
That day, my first AAU baseball game was supposed to be that day. I missed the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and I just know, man, bro, that was like the worst. And I never got hurt like that playing in a game, tackle football. Nah, I tore my meniscus twice. Like once on our senior year against Riverbend, that ended up being a meniscus tear. So I tore my meniscus then. And then one time when I was playing arena ball with a dweller, I tore my meniscus and like, I tore my meniscus in the quarterfinals, sat out the finals. Daryl Overton played quarterback. I watched him. You know what I'm saying? And then a dweller is for real. I ain't gonna lie. A dweller was like, yeah, it's torn meniscus. Or I don't even think we knew it was a torn meniscus right now. He was just like, oh, you can walk. He was like, yeah, you're soft if you don't play. It's a championship. It's the ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the ship. You know what I'm saying? It's the ship, bro. So we're playing in the ship. I'm playing with a torn. I'm playing with a torn meniscus.
Get up out there.
Yeah, I did though, and I made sure like, and my dad. I remember my dad came to the game, supported me. Like he never. I think it was the best thing for some reason. Because the dweller's really smart, and so is Daryl Overton. We know this. Yeah. I think whatever it was, regardless of anything, they knew I could play, probably. But for whatever reason, in the semifinal game, I think we were playing the Fury or something like that. We beat them, but it wasn't easy games. I think they knew that it was me injured. It was a better chance for us to win with Daryl Overton playing. Right. Even though the team that we played in the finals, even though they had beat us the first game of the season, we never played arena football before in our lives. Daryl Overton wasn't playing for us anymore. This is our first game, and we almost beat them. But then the second time we played, we just knew we could beat them. They weren't that good. The Tyrants, that was their name. The Tyrants. Hey, in the future, if you have an arena football team and your team is called the Tyrants, no chance. Don't worry about it.
That's a horrible name, honestly.
Now we played them 3 times. I think we scrimmaged them, and then we played them the first game of the season, barely lost. And that's what's crazy. Like when it comes to arena football, is different. We talked about it with Matt when we had Matt on the show with us. It is different. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to learn. We're just coming fresh out of semi-pro 11 on 11.
Oh, got you.
On a 100-yard
How many is arena?
7 on 7.
Oh, right? 7. Oh, wow.
Is it 7 or 8? I think it's 7. It might be 8.
It might be 8.
It might be 8. 1, 2,
I think
3.
some leagues have 7, some leagues have
8. It's 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8 because it's going to be, I think it's 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 3, you got a safety and 2 corners. So I think it's it's 8. I wish a dweller would tap in more. He could tell us in the comments.
Yeah, because I was just about to ask about a dweller. Was he a coach and a player?
Nah. So he was when we won with Dennis Cornwell. When Dennis Cornwell, I'm gonna talk about it.
Who was Dennis Cornwell though? Because
Dennis Cornwell was okay.
I see him. And shout out to Dennis because he's on. He
always is tapped. Yeah,
always tapped in. Yeah.
Always tapped in and giving us like game too, like he'll give us statuses, so we tapped in on the stuff that he sees what we talk about. Right. Yeah, man. But while I always appreciate Dennis, regardless of what is between him and the dweller, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm that type of person. I don't care about. You can't just
say that and not give context to that because nobody knows what you're talking about.
No, because if they would,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if they would just be because it's not my business to put their business out there.
So boom.
But if they would just be
coaches,
and they would be great coaches together if they would put everything to the side. But anyways,
were they coaching together for you or no?
No, Dweller. No, so Dennis was the coach. So I used to play for the Fredericksburg Falcons, right?
All
The
right. I
Fredericksburg,
remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fredericksburg Falcons. It was Kenny. I forget his name. I don't think it was. It wasn't Coach Kenny. It was I forget his name, man. That kind of pissed me off. So because I respected him, but the head coach was a certain person. Somebody, when I clipped this, man, somebody tell me what that coach's name was. But Rodney Anderson was there, but he wasn't the head coach at this point. This was real early. This was like 2008 or something like that. But Rodney Anderson was coaching, I think, like defense. He might have been the D coordinator or something like that. And then there was the head coach. I wish I remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. And then Dennis wasn't there. But for one of our games in the playoffs one time, because we're playing in the playoffs, we're playing Arbutus. Arbutus is like one of the not Arbutus, we lost Arbutus, but we're playing a really good team. We're playing the Crusaders, right? And earlier in the year, one of my first games of the season, my second game of the season, the Crusaders ain't lost in 2 years straight. We went down to VA Beach. What do you think happened?
4 touchdowns?
No, not like that. We only beat them 14-9, but they ain't losing.
Oh, it was a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't lost in 2 years. So we went out there and beat them. Bam. So now it's like, okay, you're the starter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting there. But when when we played them again in the championship or the game before the conference championship, we played them again. 0-0 the whole game. Whole game. This is word is bond. I remember one play. I remember towards the end of the game, I asked my mom. I didn't. I heard my mom. She said, "You got to go get it." So I prayed to God. This is a fact. I prayed to God, and I broke a 42-yard touchdown that day. I said, "Lord, give me the strength." That's all I said. I said, "Lord, we couldn't get nothing going, man." They had this dude named Scorpio Brown. Look him up, Scorpio Brown. He played AFL 1.
That's real nice.
Scorpio Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, he was nice. Yeah, he was nice. But he was like, and he played. See, this is like a kryptonite for me. I'm a fast quarterback, but he was like a Julius Peppers to Michael Vick. You get what I'm saying? He was big, athletic. No, he was big, athletic. No, he was big, athletic, and he was fast. He wasn't as fast as me, and this is why. I kept trying to get around him, right? And I can sometimes, but I couldn't every time.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But on this play, at the end of the game, I hit him with the and cut inside of him.
Exactly.
Right? Broke for a 42-yard touchdown. We won the game 6-0. And I just remember after that, I always remember Dennis Cornwell was standing. He was watching that whole game from that. I didn't know who he was then, but he was standing there watching this whole game. He had his Riverman hat on. He was standing in the corner of that end zone watching the whole game, whether it was watching me or not. All I know is within a couple weeks, he was like, "Hey, man." Nah, I think when I came back, that's when I came back. He hit me up early, but I won't really pay attention because I was trying to go to college, like go to JUCO and stuff like that. But when I came back from Dodge City, he was like hitting me up immediately. And he was like, "I want you to be the quarterback, the star quarterback, all of that stuff." So that was cool, man.
What team was that with?
That was a Riverman. We won that.
Oh, and so that's where I remember you were shitting. That shit was dumb. Like I used to, I was in Wise. I was watching the video, and I was like, "Yo, what?" I was honestly not understanding why you weren't getting like, calls up. I didn't know how it worked.
But I mean, when I say I was, like people say they was, but I don't know if it was true or not because I was balling like that. You know what I'm saying?
Really like it was stupid for real.
Yeah, like people were actually getting really mad. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember this one, the lineman, they was getting really mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the linemen would be like, on the other team, they would be so angry, or like the linebackers and stuff. And I remember our lineman would be like, "Yeah, bro, he runs a 4.3. You have no chance." But you gotta understand, when I was the nicest at semi-pro, bro, I was fresh out of going to JUCO in Dodge City and getting put through that route, that ringer of having to work out, doing all that. But I messed up when I was out there. I messed up my hip flexor. Okay. So like it put me down for a little bit. But while I was sitting there after I had got like kicked out of school, pretty much, I was just sitting. So it was healing. But my body still remembered everything that I just did. So when I came out here, it's nothing. Like I shouldn't. Yeah, no. They probably were like, hey man,
Yeah,
because
you
they said
just
they. Now they were saying they were practice squad scouts. Like towards the end of the spring season, they were like there would be practice squad scouts from NFL teams in the stands, but nobody ever talked to me. Nobody ever said. So I don't know if that's true or not. But if it was
I
now,
wouldn't doubt it, bro.
but if it was nowadays, 100%, I would have had a chance. I definitely would have been playing in the UFL then.
Yeah. Nah, 100%. I mean, the way things were going back then, you probably would have been back in college for real.
Yeah, maybe, but the eligibility thing would have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I had
with the years. Yeah.
And now you wouldn't have to say, well, the years in, you don't have to say anything, but getting some cash to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they've been doing that since the beginning of time.
Yeah, but but like once, and that's a fact. But yeah. I could have figured it out. But from that level, at that point where I was at, like, because that was after my second stint at Dodge City, I already knew I didn't stand a chance in college because I was not interested in no school, bro. I wasn't.
And
like, so
I understand where you're coming from.
In Wise, what were you? Were you focused on school?
Nah, but see, like, to me, school was never like a problem for me. I just didn't go to class, literally.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though,
no, but I did have interest in wanting to like further my education, but unfortunately at that time I did not give a fuck about my education. But yo, did you see what's up?
No, that's funny. Like, yeah, the last thing I was worried about at that time was that education.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I remember showing up to the first week of class, looking at everybody, because I had already found the plug, so I was like, "Oh, bet I'm working."
Actually. Yeah, I mean that's what like this like I remember selling like because in Texas they had Reggie, so I didn't know the first time that I was in Texas. I'm trying to get some tree. Everybody smoke tree.
Yeah.
So they take me to Abilene. So I go to Abilene from Cisco, which is kind of like a smaller city. Abilene Christian College is out there. It's a D2 school. But they had trees. They take me there. The QPs are supposed to be 150. But they got this the first time though, last time. But they said, oh no, they said $50 a zip. So I paid the 200. And then I remember the dude that I was with, bro, I swear, I know he had something to do. This is why I say Texas will make you different in a good way, or you could do a bad way. But he said, when we got out the door, we're walking back, he said, yeah, he just got you for 50. I was like, why you ain't tell me? He said,
he got 25 out of that deal.
Easily. There's no way. He probably got a hold for 25. You get a quarter easily. You know what I'm saying? Of that, because it was the Reggie Bush brick weed.
Yeah.
For real though, man. Got.
I'm just laughing so hard because like you described that perfect.
Yeah, man. Got it straight up. Reggie Bush brick weed got.
I got too many stories, unfortunately, with Tree. It's so actually speaking of that, man, this one time I'm trying to think of I got so many stories from Wise. It's funny. I wish I was like friends with people from Wise so they could co-sign on some shit. Yeah. I was definitely like unfortunately a different person out there. So they probably look at these videos if they do see me, they're like, that was a wild boy for sure. But yo, so so back in college, there was this strand called Blue Dream.
Yeah.
And everybody, Juicy J was dropping songs about Blue Dream. I was big on Wiz Khalifa, Blue Dream. It was big. And I went to this party. Somebody had like official Blue Dream, like, you know what I mean? Confirmed kill, like I confirmed it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, so once I confirmed it was true, I'm like, yo, bro, where is this at? Because we're in Wise County, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know where that's at.
Immediately.
Bro, he's like, yo, it's in the chat. I was like, what? And this is back in the day. This is 20.
They was already saying chat back then?
Yeah, but this is for something else. It's 2011. The chat is Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I was already taking trips to Johnson City because that's where That's where my plug was at the time.
Wait, Johnson City, Tennessee. That's in the
Yeah,
song.
yeah, that's in the song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
and
right.
Johnson
Darius
City's lit,
Rucker.
bro. Johnson City's
Yeah,
lit.
that's what's up.
It's a nice little city. I used to take numerous trips. So literally, I I get the information, and I basically connect with this dude, and he's like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "I'll send you." He's like, I'll connect you with my people out there." And I'm really like dumb for even doing this, but thankfully God brought me through it. So I'm like, boom, exchange information. I take this girl's car. I don't have a license, bro. Literally, take this girl's 350Z. She lets me drive it out there, and pull up with straight cash. And it's hilarious. I'm lit, bro. Literally, I get there, and so I walk in. I'm not lying, bro. There's like literally guns everywhere, like literally
Straps everywhere.
straps
For the
everywhere. It's like
for the
15 niggas,
street, for the tree ski?
bro. 15 niggas in there, literally.
Yeah,
And
there's some
so
dope in there too.
I
There was some
and
dope in there somewhere.
thankful. Oh, 100%. No, 100.
There was
percent
some
Yeah,
dope in there somewhere.
yeah. Because when I first saw, it, I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I just sign up for? In my head.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
luckily, like I'm able to like be quick on my feet. So I step in. I said, "Damn, y'all niggas this scared?" Literally, that broke the ice. That broke the ice, and everybody dapped me up. They're like, "Hey, bro, we fuck with you, dog." I was like, and
Yeah.
then from there, it was like it was really cool, and the
You
blue
would
dream was
you would
official.
100% say something like that in that situation. Because I feel like that would be your icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I was like. I
because
was like,
I
I
know it
gotta
was
be quick on
awkward.
my feet right here. Yeah,
I knew it was awkward for you walking into that situation. Not that you
bro.
ain't seen it, but you not,
Yeah.
like that's not something that like even with me, bro. When I was doing what I did, I wasn't really big. I had guns and stuff, but I ain't live by the gun. I ain't really, that wasn't
I
what
never.
really wasn't my thing. That wasn't my
And,
thing, bro.
yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
Like, and that's one cool thing too. Like Shah had said that we'll talk about eventually, but like he was just mentioning that about how parents need to like really lock in with that situation with their kids, man. Like
Literally. That's a good
you're
topic.
letting your kid, yeah, man. You're letting your kids walk outside. You're letting them do that. We'll talk about it with him. So I won't,
Yeah.
because I wanted to go over it with his status that he put out, man. So
Yeah.
put the guns down, bro. Put the guns down, bro. And I know you can't put these up because you're not ready for it. I know it. I already understand that, man. The hands ain't no more. And the thing that's unfortunate about that, Micah, the reason why people don't want to fight no more is because they get knocked out and get embarrassed on camera. So it's worse. It's even both. You can't even tell, hey, go fight. Put the guns down, go fight. Because pride is such an issue that even if they go put the guns down and go fight, somebody's gonna record it, somebody's gonna get knocked out, somebody's gonna get embarrassed, humiliated, and then the person that's embarrassed and humiliated is probably gonna want revenge. And then it's just all everything that I'm saying right now is all the devil. So you're gonna get revenge, they're gonna go back, they want to shoot them. Now, not only did the person that got viral and went famous for 10 seconds, not only are they dead now, but the person that got knocked out is still alive. They scared to lose. I know it, Rob. I already know, Rob. You know what I'm saying? They scared to lose. But it's whack, though, because
you gotta lose in life, bro.
You gotta lose in life. That's the only way you're gonna figure out a way to win.
I take that L. I never was a person that honestly I hated guns. I still don't like. I don't like. I never understood that whole idea of it. But I do understand some people do grow up in certain environments and it's there. You know what I mean? And
for
I
sure.
I can easily see how you could be.
That's a normal thing.
Growing up and like, yo, I need it. You know what I mean? Because if it's like if it's everywhere around you, like you're like, it's the day to day. So that's gonna be a good topic. I can't.
But hey, actually, and you're right. But Rob, you said they're scared to lose. Yeah. Scary is actually you're right 100% because you're right, Rob. Because listen, people that are scary, I tell people this all the time. That scary person, they're gonna pull the trigger the fastest. They're pulling the trigger immediately. If they're scared, they pulling the trigger immediately. Mm-hmm. And that's why that's dangerous. So a scary person is actually really dangerous because they're going to get you out of there quick because they're scared. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to bring intimidation. So they're going to just, if they got a gun, that's probably a lot of the reason why they got a gun. Because I don't know, man. It's a lot of different opinions on that. Yeah. And then like, I do think about certain things like mass shootings. So if there's a mass shooting, I think about, okay, if there's a mass shooting, right?
That facts.
Would you want a gun? Probably, right? But are you trained for that situation? Right? So if you're not trained for that situation, he said eggs blackly. And look, if you're not trained, if you're not trained for a situation,
I don't know what that meant exactly, but I'm geeking off it for real.
I might start using it from Rob. Hey, we gotta get him on here sometime too, bro, for real. Cause that's my brother. That's my brother.
All right,
But yeah, if they're not used to using, like, if you're not used to using a gun, you're probably is best, like, in, because I always think about these type of situations. You never know what you get into in a mass shooting situation.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing that I would do personally is run. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. The first thing I'm doing is there start being a mass shooting. I'm gonna try to identify where it's coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
You identify where it's coming from. Once you identify, I'm not saying this right because my dad, he's an airborne retired, so everything I'm saying is probably like, son, that's not the right thing. But for what I would do, what I would do, I would just try to identify where the problem is, where it's coming from. Then once I identify where it's coming from, I'm not trying to bring no attention to myself.
Right.
So unfortunately, what I would encourage somebody to do in that situation is always put your back to a wall where you can see what's coming at you or what's coming at you. I mean, hopefully you got peripherals, because if I'm looking right now, I can still see, like, I'm not saying I can see perfectly to my right and my left, but I can see if something's coming.
Right.
To be aware. Right. But then honestly, I'm gonna cover myself with a body.
With a what?
A body.
Okay.
I'm gonna get myself on the ground real slow. I'm gonna cover myself with a body, man.
What does it say right there?
It says most of it. Let's see. Most of it has to do with the parents being present, but not really paying attention, really like they should, or like our parents did. Well, because nowadays it's not, parents don't. I do feel that.
That's a fact, Rob. Yeah. That's a fact, because nowadays, which literally I'm in this phase where I'm like battling, like I gotta make sure I prevent this from happening. Because back when we were growing up, you couldn't just be in your phone and seeing something and go out and do something. Like, no. you had to physically see something. Like, there was nothing on TV like that. Now you can literally be in your phone, see some crazy stuff. Nobody knows what's going on in your head. You go out there and make bad decisions, man. It's really crazy. And the parents the parents have to get involved by staying on top of the phones, for real.
Yeah, and I now because I was trying to actually just kind of, but now I know I'm pretty sure you're talking about the Shaw situation, right? With the kids checking the bag. I'm saying I was just thinking.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay.
Now with the shot, when I was mentioning briefly about with the kids checking their bags with the guns and stuff like that, and I think that's what he was talking about. So yeah, I mean, yeah, but sometimes when the parents are present, the guns are still getting out there and they're still accessible. Yeah. So Rob, what would you suggest? Like, I know you're saying that as long as the parent is present, but even for a present parent, like, because you can lock the guns up. That's true. You can do that. But I just feel like kids are so smart. I know how I was. I would probably try to figure out a way. And I don't know, man. I'm just being honest, bro. I couldn't figure out, because eventually my parents put a lock on their door with the like that's on the front door.
Oh, deadbolt. That's crazy, bro.
Only person allowed in my parents' room was my sister. Ain't none of the boys, but because we would go in there, I'll mess with my mom, because my mom used to have all the good curl stuff. And they had so I would use her curl stuff, but they had a change jar. My mom would. That's why, and now I feel like that way with my kids. Gotta lock the whole door. You know what I'm saying? But they used to have, my dad is, like I said, a retired lieutenant colonel, airborne ranger, 82nd Infantry. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Lieutenant colonel, that's serious.
Yeah, but he put a lot of work in. Put a lot of time in, went to wars, fought in combat.
Thank you for the service, man, for real.
Yeah. I mean, like, I remember, like, because I know another thing that is cool is when I was adopted in 1989, where by two white parents, they adopted a little biracial black boy.
So how old were you?
I was a baby. I was born in 1989.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah, so I was a baby. Wow. So when I'm adopted in 1989 by two white parents, and they adopted a little biracial black boy, my dad wasn't even home. He was at war. There was no guarantee that he was even coming home. And my mom still took on that challenge, still believed, still all that. That's why I'm so grateful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I put myself through a lot of different situations, a lot of different things. But the reason why I even have an opportunity besides Jesus Christ is because of my parents. So that's another reason why I'm not playing around right now. Yeah. Because like I know there's no way that Jesus Christ put me in my situation with the loving parents that I have, because those are my parents, regardless of I'm adopted, but those are my parents.
Yeah.
So there's no way that he put me in this situation to get the wisdom and the understanding and the encouragement that I do from my family just to be like basic.
Yo, StreamYard clip that immediately. Yo, that was the realest line, bro. And that was really dope, man. I mean, I'm kind of curious because we never talked about it actually. Like, how do you feel like being adopted? Like, was there ever a time when you were growing up where like you didn't feel like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Because I don't know what that feels like.
It was weird. It be times, so like you go through things like where like, when I was coming up, there'd be times where I would go through situations where I would feel awkward because I'm with two white people.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even though I know I love them more than anything in the world, you know what I'm saying? This is like I love my parents more. Yeah. It's like you're just curious now. You're wondering.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So when you're wondering, I mean, and there would be times where, like, as you grow older, I made excuses. I'll tell you this story. This is one of the realest moments in my life, because I've never really dealt with like suicide, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have thoughts or whatever, but I remember the one time when I went through a little episode like that. I might have been like 6th grade. I remember I told my dad, I think I might have been cutting myself or something, but just for attention. That's all. And I don't even know why. Like I said, I don't know why. But I remember when I told my dad, I think I said something. I said, man, I'm going to kill myself.
Damn.
And he said, if you're going to do that, do it in front of me.
That sounds like Lieutenant Colonel shit for real.
But then that made me be like, I was like, yeah, why would I ever want to do that? Like, I would never want to hurt my dad. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to hurt my dad. I would never want to put my dad through that type of pain. You get what I'm saying? So like that helped me. But with the situation that I've dealt with my son, I've kind of went through something like that with my son, and I've said the same thing, and I don't know if it worked.
Wow. Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I told the doctor about it, you know, when we go there, and she said, dang, you know, she felt it. She said, dang, that gave me goosebumps. But just the way that like that was because my dad said that. It wasn't nothing I said. My dad told me that. And when my dad told me that, it put a different type of like thought in my head. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, like when I said that, because I'm not saying that he's using that against me, my son, but just from, I don't know, just on the outside looking in, I just don't know if it maybe worked as well. And there could have been differences between, you know, when that worked for me, I'm not that Elijah doesn't have two loving parents, but it's a completely different situation.
Yeah, it is.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's completely two different lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, it's a completely different situation. Yo, but yeah, that.
When did you find out? My bad if I cut you off, bro.
No.
When did you find out you were adopted? Because like I honestly thought you adopted when you were an older kid, but like I didn't know you adopted as a baby.
No, I was adopted as a baby. I don't think, man, I couldn't even put a date on it when I thought like, okay, this is when I knew I was adopted.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's dope, honestly.
Yeah, but see, and that's what I'm saying. If I never would have probably found out that I was adopted, I probably wouldn't have went through some of the like identity crisis. Well, like when I say identity, it's more so like it's like, bro, my parents sheltered me from racism. So when we talked about, but when I got older,
they don't see that. Somebody. You know what I mean? They're not like that at all.
Yeah, but they're not like that. But I think they've said something. You know, I'll let them speak for themselves. But they do. They don't regret anything. But they do maybe want to have. Maybe could have not wished. I don't know how to put it because I can't never disrespect my parents. But they told me something just in the simple fact of like they just kind of wish that maybe they didn't know. I think they thought that things were going to eventually get better. So when they adopted a little biracial black boy in 1989, not everybody agreed with
And that's 89, Doug. That's like
that's what I'm saying.
that was when shit was going down for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So I don't know why, like that definitely bothered me a lot.
Yeah,
I see.
StreamYard clip that.
You saw that? Hey, snap, man. Hey, you saw my face?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw my face? It was real, right? Hey, get out the camera. Kylie just trying to. Kylie, come here. You want to show your hair off? Come here, show your hair off. Kylie want to show her hair off. She just got her hair done.
Oh,
what's up,
wow,
baby?
That looks really nice.
Yeah, baby got her hair done. That's all right.
That's
there
awesome.
You go. What's up, Elijah?
What's up, man?
Gang, that's what's happening. They couldn't wait. I seen them in the background. I was serious. Hey, look, it's professional around here. Nah. Yeah.
We all saw it.
We all saw it. Oh, hey, perfect question. Actually, I see that. He said, have you met my man? He said, have I met my biological parents? So
that's a good question.
All right, so meet my biological parents. I had to wait. I had to wait till after. I had to wait till after I was 18. So once I turned 18 years old, then that's when I was able to figure out, because I was adopted through Bethany Christian Services, right? Okay. So once I was adopted, I guess there was whatever, I don't know what it was, but I had to wait till I was 18 years old. And then once I turned 18, I had to go through counseling. So once I had to go through counseling to prepare myself for your parent to either be told that they're dead or they don't want nothing to do with you. So I remember
that's real shit. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Wine out the bottle is crazy. Hey, look, we get him a cup.
Well, you know, I'm
Robbie. Rob know what's up.
Robbie, I'm certified. Crazy.
Yeah. So, but hey, look. But when I had so I did finally, I went through the counseling. I went through that whole process. They were cool with me talking to them. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, like, back in 2008, I talked to my biological father one time. And this is gonna be a real live story.
When you were one
time. And I was 18.
Oh, 18. Okay, I thought you said 18.
Yeah, I talked to him one time.
All right.
Yeah, I talked to him one time. And Mookie could vouch for this. I'll clip this. Mookie gonna vouch for it. I'm at his granddaddy house, and I'm high. So we at this point, I was around, like, we was doing our thing. Like, we were out of college. We were just running around high school, Monday, running around Texas. So they used to have, they used to have, so like back before, like those the oxys, before there was like a limitation on the numbers. This was like before I was even on opioid, right? But in Texas, they had no, they had the lean and everything. So I won't forget. This night I took a lean. It was a purple. They said it was a hydrocodone 80. That's what I said. I don't even know what it was. I just said, put it in the drink. So I'm just being honest. This is a real story. You know,
that sounded crazy.
Put it in the drink. There's a real story. So I talked to him for the first time. I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
in
not
person
even like
or on the phone.
On the phone.
Okay.
I never met him. I never met my mom or my dad in person. But I talked to him on the phone.
All right.
And I talked to him for like 3 hours straight.
Wow.
I just, for some reason, I don't forget this. I know I was messed up. And there's no excuse that I was only 18. I'm only 18. I could tell he was OD drunk. But we talked for like 3 hours. We never had another conversation ever again. Ever again.
Because you always
and it wasn't, but I don't know. I would want to talk to him again, but I have a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a dad. But I want to know, because my birth father, he got about 5 kids, 3 baby mamas.
Okay.
But
you feel like you need some clarity there? Because, like, I do. 100%. You got a dad. You know what I mean? Like, a damn good dad. You know what I mean? So we're just talking about, like, I'm talking about, like, do you feel like you need, like, clarity? I don't know. You know what I mean? You feel like you need clarity?
Yeah. I mean, once you say that, maybe, I guess, but it's not like clarity of, I just want to know what his mind works like. Like, what were
that's
you
clarity,
thinking?
bro.
I just want to know what you were thinking. And on the top of that, and this is no disrespect to anything, but he really, really, not that I've never dealt with white women, but he liked white women. And we're talking about in 1989.
Okay. So boom, your mom was white.
Yeah, he liked white women. So all of my brothers and sisters, except my first brother Brian, he from Memphis, Tennessee. Because that's where my daddy from, is Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So my first brother, he from Memphis, Tennessee. He dark skinned. So for whatever happened after that, my daddy said, nope, straight white. So yeah, that's what he did. And then he had me, but then I was from Little Rock, Arkansas. My mama from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
And then I don't want to.
Can I call you Pooh Shiesty, maybe? It's like, nah.
Nah. Hey, look, if I want to adopt it, I probably would have been. Promise. Hey, look, though. But nah, yeah, man. I mean, I talked to him that one time. And then when I was on the way back I went to school in Texas.
Yeah.
And then, and this is another learning moment, because that's when I went out there, screwed up everything, messed up school. So I was trying to get back home, but my parents wouldn't get me back home. So Jasmine, my first, Kylie's mom, Jasmine's mom, Ancy, shout out Ancy, Sherelle, always for life. She brought me back to Virginia. But this is before we even had kids.
Sorry, I was laughing at his comment.
Funny as stuff. And then when we got to the so when I came back, when she got me back from Texas to go back to Virginia, I stopped in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hold on, she picked you up?
Nah, she got me a bus ticket, a Greyhound bus ticket. I came back. I wish Dre and Diggs were alive. Kyle would know though. Kyle knows, but he's not on social media. I came back. I rode with they used to call it popcorn. They used to have a weed called popcorn in Texas.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was the piff, right? Quote unquote. I rode back from Texas back to Virginia. That was probably really hot and dumb, but I just wanted to show my friends that I had popcorn. So I drove all the way from Texas to Virginia. I was supposed to sell it. It was only a zip, man. I smoked it within 24 hours. It was over with. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I went through Little Rock, Arkansas, on the way back to Virginia, when I went to Little Rock, Arkansas, I got to meet my sister. So that's the only biological family member that I've ever met in person was my sister. She's older than me. We got the same mama. Her name Erica. And that was my birth name was Eric. So my name is Bryn, but my birth name was Eric.
Okay. Nah, see, that's I've never heard that, bro.
My birth name was Eric Sinclair Pike.
Pike? I really got to do better with my facial expressions. I really got to do better.
Do I look like a Sinclair? I look like a Sinclair, don't I? I look like a Sinclair. It looked like that's my name.
It was funny for her.
Hey man,
Sinclair, I might have to call you that, bro. Like, especially with the curls you rocking.
Hey man, I've been looking for somebody out here to give me some braids for 6 months, man. I quit.
What is it like out there? Is it like country or something?
Yeah, it's country. Yeah, this is what we call up here is the northern country. It's over with. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot of week. Hey, look, and I'm just being honest. So, because I have the gift of gab.
Yeah.
Okay. Respectfully, because I have the gift of gab, and I was raised by white people. Respectfully, I can break the ice a lot of the times. Sometimes though, like look, the first job I had out here, I was working at Tim Hortons. It's easy work, you know what I'm saying? Just needed a job, it's easy work. And like this one white boy, he was like, man, bro, you're really doing good under pressure. I'm like, yeah, this ain't pressure. You know what I'm saying? But then, so then, this is a lot of people, going back and forth, going in. So then after that, the dude's like, this lady, one of the managers, she said, hey boy, you're doing a good job. She said, hey boy. She kept calling me boy. I said,
telling you on that second boy, I'd be like, what? Who are you talking to?
I said, nah, because as aggressive as I am, like as on here, and I am, but I just know how to be politically correct too, and I know how to be professional. So I said, hey man, I said, I came from not all the way to the South, but the South.
Yeah.
I don't know about the boy word. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't care. I almost would rather be called a nigga.
Fact.
Straight up. I'm just being honest. Don't call me a boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know Sweetwater used to call things boys. So I'm not. Don't call me a boy. Just call me. I'd rather call me everywhere. Sorry for the. All right, call me a nigga. Don't call me a boy, please. Please.
I feel like boy is like the most disrespectful thing you can say.
Hey, look, he said, yeah, exactly. He said you're gonna call me Eric. Hey man. Hey, I'm glad, Rob. I'm glad you tapped in, bro. Like, if we didn't Rob, bro, we got to bring him on here sometime, bro. Because I promise you, he got some real stories too, man.
Nah, definitely, bro. I'm down, and we appreciate him too. Honestly, man, tapping in,
definitely,
being open
bro.
to.
Where's Shaw ugly ass at? Jimmy Oshamaker said, "Where's Shaw ugly ass at?" Hey, man, we was talking about earlier today, man. We talked about earlier, like on the pod, bro. Things just happened, man. It was unfortunate. We still wanted to hop on here.
Yeah.
He wants to do again tomorrow. We just gotta make sure everything work out on our end. You know what I'm saying? That we can still get him on tomorrow. But it was unfortunate, bro. But we still want to get you on here too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think just before you go, Micah, I think what we're gonna do though when we start doing these interviews, we're not gonna like promote them live. We'll record them, pre-record, and then we'll get them out. So we don't got to deal with something like that because shit happens. So it's not even on shot like that, man. For real.
Exactly. I was just gonna say shout out to Ultra Mac and that song "Let's Work." Let's work.
Let's work. Let's work. Let's work.
I listen to. I go to that shit every morning, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to work immediately.
Yeah. I'm still in New York for another 2 months. Once the kids get out of school, I'll be coming back out there, bro. Be out there, man. And but after that, I'll probably be out there. I might be out there because Blaze and the kids probably gonna move back to their grandmama's house if they don't stay with their mom. And then I'm gonna I'll stay out there for football season and go work with Brett. So my brother, but I don't know where that's gonna be, but we'll figure everything out. But I'm gonna tap in with you, and you gonna come lock in on the pod too, G.
Yo.
Hey, when what you think? Let me see something, bro. Talk to the people real quick because I know there's games going on right now.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, bro, did you see who the Redskins drafted?
What, live, Sonny?
I kind of called it. Yeah, I kind of called it.
Oh yeah, you did call that.
Yeah. So what did he say? Somebody just said something.
No, he said we upgraded. That joint is fire. Shout out Ultra Mac and that banger. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
And that man. But I've been saying, look, Michael.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't see who said that.
Oh no, anyway. No. Robbie said that. Robbie said that joint is fire. Shout out Ultra Mac for the banger.
Oh, he knows the song too. Yeah.
Yeah, he did great, man. I'm listening, man. It was Shakim and Ultra Mac, and that's who I was like, yeah, these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but Sonny Styles, I didn't even, bro. He is like 6'4". He's a 4'3". That's stupid.
Yep.
That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly who I wanted.
You said it. You called it.
It's crazy. Because you guess what, Luvu? Don't worry. Get the fuck out the way.
Luvu, it's over with. Hey, Luvu.
No, there's a spot for Luvu though. There's a spot for Luvu.
No, there's a spot for Luvu. Luvu, I need you at DN.
Yeah, DN and make it disruptive back there.
Because you don't think he's fast enough? You don't think he's fast enough for DN? No, he ain't no Michael Parsons.
He's fast enough for DM, but he can't drop back, bro. He cannot drop back in coverage.
No, he's not. He's not Michael Parsons.
He does not. He does not have a 45 drop back at all.
No, he doesn't have a 45 drop back, and he probably runs a 4.7 for real. No exaggeration.
No, 4.9.
No exaggeration, bro.
Not a 4.9. Probably runs a 4.8. But if we're being real, he doesn't stay in shape like that. He's not. I don't know. I've been to a lot of games, and he didn't look like.
Luvu at Club Love on the Club Rose or whatever it is, DC on the weekends is Adam Morgan. Yeah, it's over with.
Adam Morgan's a good time for him.
I know he's there.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like Adam Morgan. That's a good time. But
You seen who them boys drafted? Who you talking about? Caleb Downs? Did they?
Oh
They got
my
Caleb Downs.
gosh, yo, dog, straight. That was a good pick by them.
I know, man.
Literally, I was mad that they got him, but
I know.
I was even more like, yo, this is amazing. Ohio State. How many people? Hold up, I'm about to type it.
Was it 4 or 5? It
They
was
had
4 or 5.
they had 4 or 5 in the top 10, bro.
10. Yeah. 4 or 5 in the top 10. It had to have
Bro.
been, I think it was 4.
So AI is talking to me right now. 69 Ohio State Buckeyes have been selected in the draft. Oh, hold on. See, that's why you can't trust AI. I started reading too early. Hold up.
Why?
Because it was talking about something else. All right. 11 Ohio State players were selected in the 2026 NFL draft. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but in the first round, it was 4.
Yeah, okay. So 4 Buckeyes were taken in the first round and 7 were selected in the first 2 rounds. That's crazy, bro.
But ain't it crazy though? Ain't it crazy though that this year that they had that is the year that they didn't win?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like
But
I feel like
who's the quarter?
I feel like
It's
it was
because
quarterback play.
it was because of the quarterback. Every year that
Quarterback
Ohio
play.
State has won, there was a true dog at quarterback.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
the guy that was playing quarterback last year, unfortunately, I don't even know his name. That's how bad it was for real.
Yeah, yeah, I know that's a fact. But
I'm
but
saying, you know what
so
I'm saying? Because I don't know anybody. I don't know him. I know the
but do you
receivers though.
how much do you think like so the did you see that Ty, what's his name, Simpson?
Yo,
Did you see that thing?
hold on. Which
I don't know
one? Go
what
ahead.
that,
Go ahead.
what do we I don't what else are we talking about, man? If that's not black on white crime in America, I don't know what it is. Excuse me. That's just true.
Black
Because
on white crime.
yeah, black on white crime. Yes.
Hold on. Hold
Uh-huh.
on. Wait, explain it. Break it down.
Simpson, did you see his numbers?
Oh, his numbers compared to Shador.
This is all about money. Okay, but
Yeah.
it
When
can't
did
be
he get
black on
drafted
black
though?
crime in the
In the
first
first
round,
round.
in the top 10.
Guess what, man? What is the majority of the league owners?
The black on white crime.
That's white on black crime.
Yeah, black on white, white on black.
Nah, I get it.
Nah, but for real though, bro.
No,
But
but
for real
seriously,
though,
though, no, that's a good topic because it did piss me off when I saw it because I'm like, bro, how do we still let shit like this slide? You know what I mean? At what
man, I
point
don't understand.
there like to me, bro, we should stand up as people in the league. We could shut the league down. I don't understand why they even allow shit to go on like this. Like, I don't know, bro.
Look what he said.
What do you say?
He said the comment Micah just made and Brent agreed with came from 2 quarterbacks themselves. The greatest to do it.
Nah, but
Hey
it's
man.
real though. Like, what are we talking about, Ty? Like, bro, how did he go first round?
Yo, I'm just saying, man.
How?
He's not
That good old boy, man. That good old boy is really real.
hey man. Hey, and listen, because I'm just being transparent. They had to let Deion Sanders know you are a black man. That's what you are. Like last year, he let him know that you don't have no strength. And I truly believe that I actually really truly believe that the reason why they did this is because Deion Sanders did not take a head coaching job with his son coming into the league.
See,
It's all about the money, bro.
I didn't know they offered him that, so that does make sense.
It's not about really being offered, but say like this: if Jerry Jones is calling you,
yeah,
to say, "Hey, man, we need a coach," Deion could have easily been like, "I really want to do this," and he would have been the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and it would have been perfect for the league. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones was like,
"Nah, that makes sense actually."
Cut him. If Jerry Jones was probably like, "Cut him, man. We don't got time for that, bro. We're not."
You know what?
Tell Jerry Jones no and see what happens. We just did. Look what happened to Deion Sanders last year.
Okay, going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. So, if that was a thing, Jerry Jones, it would make sense because the Cowboys kind of maybe they're the top. They got to be the top revenue earning team, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
And so
they are
and
billions.
that's how that business gets, bro. It's so shrewd. They're like, hey, if you're black and we offer you a contract, you don't take it, we're gonna try to ruin your life. And that's so whack. And
Yeah,
I think
crazy.
honestly, I think Shador is about to make a crazy. I think he's about to ball out this
He
year,
is the
and
Shador
he's gonna
Sanders.
be in the league for like 20 years, literally.
Shador Sanders, just like I say, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game of basketball. Shador Sanders will be the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of quarterback over Tom Brady. Stamp that.
You stamping
Stamp that,
that?
man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna
Okay,
stamp that, bro.
I like that. I
I'm
like
very
that.
confident about that, man. Look,
I
yeah,
like
man,
that.
I'm very
I
confident
mean,
in that, man.
who has a better rookie year than him though? If you really think about it, the
I
what
mean,
he went through.
for what he went through, nobody. There was
I don't
obviously
think
people that
so.
had better stats and stuff like that,
Better
but
stats, yeah. Better
I don't
situation
care
too. Yeah.
about the stats because none of those players that had good stats could have made through the fire that Shador Sanders had to make it
Bro,
through last year. So there's
they
no
they
question.
threw, bro. What did he say?
Yeah, he was right. He was like blacklisted for sure when you turn down Jerry, and that's true.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
because Jerry, they would have worked it. I don't know about you see clearly they could have worked it. I don't know about Travis Hunter, but Jerry
What
would
do you
have
mean?
like I don't know like what I was about to get to. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can include Travis Hunter into this, but Deion Sanders would have got BJ Green, Cameron Silman Craig, Shador Sanders in the head coaching spot, the Dallas Cowboys, with a chance maybe to trade somehow to figure out a way to get Travis Hunter if he would have took that job.
Oh, they would have got. If he
Because
would have took that job, they were getting Travis Hunter for sure.
how does with the Brown situation we see okay they trade the pick they get they trade the pick with the Jaguars they get Travis Hunter cool that's
Yeah.
fine we understand that but why would you what makes sense to not be able to get Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders on the same football team after you just watched what they did in college for 5 years?
Literally, literally for real. Nah, that's crazy, man. Another big thing from the draft. What's up? What's up? I'll be a couple more minutes. You guys good? What do you have on there? All right. So the two boys from Fredericksburg, two. I see boys. Wow, that was disrespectful. Two guys from
No, it wasn't.
Fredericksburg.
The two boys. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
disrespectful. Two boys.
I was talking to my two boys. That's why I said it like that.
My two homies. Yeah.
So two guys from Fredericksburg got drafted. Aiden Fisher and Elijah
Yay.
Surratt. They
Let's
played for
go.
Indiana National Championship.
Let's go.
Elijah Surratt, he got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, and then Aiden Fisher got drafted by the Houston Texans.
Let's
So
go.
big shout out to them. Big shout out to Fredericksburg. I think what they're doing is like living proof. And there's obviously been other players that's been in the league. You know, Etor, he got drafted pretty high. He plays for the San Francisco 49ers. Then you got EJ Jenkins. He's on the Eagles. So
Okay.
nah,
Yeah.
man. Big shout out to the people who were drafted and congratulations to everybody, honestly. But I really wanted to say those Fredericksburg guys because I think it's just cool, man. Like I feel like Fredericksburg has come a long way as far as just
Definitely.
sports wise. And I mean, I hate to say it like this, but like in the good way, I'm thankful that I was like made the mistakes I did because I feel like even you know what I'm saying? I would say like 4 years or maybe before that, the Fredericksburg area had a reputation of guys having the talent but not really getting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not taking it where it could go. And so
Yep.
seeing these guys really take it there because we knew it was there is really awesome. So big shout
Yeah,
out to
man.
them.
For sure, man. Shout out to them for sure, man.
Yeah,
Dexter. I
yeah.
remember him. Yeah, I
That's
remember
yeah.
him.
So
Andrew
Bushrod,
Bashar.
exactly.
Yep.
So
And
who else
that,
did they say? Dexter
Toy,
McDougal. He was
we
from
can talk.
Stafford.
We could.
Yo, McDougal was a baller. He went to Maryland. He played at
Yeah, he played for
Stafford.
the Jets for a little
He
bit, and
played for the Jets. Yeah.
and then we're forgetting the biggest one, Torrey Smith.
Corey
I mean,
Smith.
he has a
Yeah.
Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you
I
can
mean, he has
never.
two. Torrey Smith has
Yeah,
two.
Yeah, so
And
you can.
he doesn't just have the rings like
No, he
respectfully.
made plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah, he
saying.
made plays.
You
That
know what I
what
mean?
matters. Yeah,
Like,
he made
yeah,
plays.
yeah. Like
Hmm.
that's like that's a whole nother level of talking shit. Like, yeah, I got a ring and I scored a touchdown. So
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I played.
yeah,
We have a
yeah.
ring and I contributed. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
It's like it's totally
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that like there's players that win a ring, man. They sell the ring because they ain't never,
Nah, that's
I'm
real.
just being
Because it's
honest.
just a ring.
Well, it's just a ring, and they probably might have just been a role player or just somebody that doesn't have
Yeah.
like, okay, you don't have longevity after what's going on. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So
True. Yeah.
that's how it be sometimes with that whole
Yeah.
situation, bro.
That's true. I mean, there's no way the way these rings looking these days I would ever sell that thing. That's just
Man,
crazy.
heck, nah, man, I need that
But them
on
old
a
school
wood.
one probably.
Them joints were selling for $20. They was mad as heck when they was going to the pawn shop. They were mad
Hey,
when they was
yo.
going to the pawn shop. I
Yeah,
promise
the
you.
pawn shop looked at him and said, "Hey, this is not Jared, buddy."
Yeah, they said this is not real. They said it about Drewski when he they said it about Drewski jewelry. The dude, one of the dudes that won, I forget his name. I wish I remember his name. If they clip this, I'll put a picture of it. He won, but he was going through drug addiction too, right? So he said
Okay.
he sold the chain for $100. It was Moissanite. I'm like, what do you expect, man? Hey, look, man, what do you expect? Because he knows somebody gonna do exactly what you just did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
because you gotta look at the characters that he bringing on the show. Because bringing Mike Epps and Drewski on the same platform was crazy, bro.
That was hilarious.
I
That
thought
was
it was
hilarious.
hilarious, man. You
That was
gotta like
hilarious.
that's something we'll get into it one another time. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm big on comedy. I love comedy. I love humor,
yeah.
dark sense of humor. I love all that. So it's like you can never like get me to be like, oh, Drewski when he did the skit. That's not. I'm not gonna be mad
Which
at
one? The Erica Kirk one.
yeah, nah, the character. I definitely don't care about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the church one where he was talking about the preachers. You know
That
what I'm
was the
saying?
realest. That was the realest one.
Yeah, because that's really happened. And it's comedy
That's come
too.
on. That happens every Sunday. If people are not being real with
Come
themselves,
on,
they
man.
really need to start being real with themselves.
Come
And
on,
I'm
man.
not saying nothing about tithing at all, because tithing, I believe in that. I just do it a different way for me
Yeah, and
personally.
we can do that. I feel like there's
Yeah.
definitely a way to do that. He said,
What
I
did Kyle
told
say?
Kyle said, I totally think the Washington Commanders did great in the draft. Washington drafted a RB, wide receiver, QB, and more draft picks in this year's draft. Micah, hey Kyle, because I'm
Okay.
not familiar, I want to know what QB did we get because I missed that. So I do want to know what QB
Uh,
we got if you're still on here, bro.
let's see. So, oh dang, we did get a QB. We got a QB in the seventh round.
That's
But
smart though, but who is it?
so I'm gonna mess up his name, but it's Ethan Kalakiamanis.
Where's he from?
Kalakiamanis. Rutgers.
Okay,
Rutgers.
but the one,
Seventh round, pick 223.
but with Peters, I'm pretty sure we got well, not we. I'm pretty sure when Peters was in San Fran, he got Brock in the seventh or Brock Purdy,
Right.
yeah, in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
seventh. So he's
Yep.
nice. He's nice with the he's nice, man. He's nice, bro. And I think the Browns had a good draft too, but yeah, the Redskins are nice, man. And
Bro, the Browns had a really good draft, actually.
yeah, yeah, I
The
thought they
Browns
really
did
did.
right. But before we get onto the Browns, the Commanders did draft Katron Allen from Penn State, who's a
Yep,
straight dog, bro. He's a running
yep.
back. Straight dog. I've been actually
Wait. From
tracking.
where? From Penn State?
Yeah.
Man, and it's gonna be so funny. He's gonna be probably nice.
Bro, I mean he is.
Man.
He
The
is.
only thing that blows me is like I don't know why I'm so high on Merrick Cross. What was it? Merrick Croskett or whatever
What do
his
they
name is.
call him for short?
Krosky, Bill.
Bill, yeah.
I don't know why, but bro, I like Bill. Just
Mom,
I
Bill
don't
has to
know.
be the starter. Bill has to
I
be the
know,
starter.
but he has to
And
earn it. He has to earn it.
I feel like he already earned it.
I don't. I think he played well last year. I think he he was definitely better than Rodriguez and the other guy.
Definitely, bro. You
He
gotta
didn't get enough. He didn't get enough totes. Like
exactly. That was
when you
what
play
I'm gonna
running back.
say.
Yeah, I played running back my whole life. You got to touch the rock.
Yeah. Yo, so this is how I would tell him straight up if I was the coach or GM. Yo, look, we're giving you the ball 15 times. If you don't have 100 yards in the first 2 to 3 games, rotation.
Yeah, but nah, because if I give you the ball, what are you talking about? Like 15 times in the first 2 games?
No. 15 times per game at minimum.
I need 15 carries, 80 yards or up.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah.
80
Yeah.
yards minimum or up. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like because we have Jaden, we gotta
Jaden has to step up big time.
Yeah, he has to step up.
Yeah.
He has to step up big time, bro. And if he don't step up big time, then we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
You already know that. If we don't step up big time, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jaden is definitely gonna step up big time.
No, I do
think
too.
he's gonna step up big time.
I do.
But I don't think that he's gonna be able to. I just think we need this running back, bro.
Huh?
We need this running back. We need this running back.
We need a consistent. We need somebody who can get 100 for real.
We need that every game because Jaden is going to do what he does, man. That's what he does. He's good at what he does. But what we just seen last year, he had to do too much. And no disrespect to Jaden, but he's too little.
Yeah, I think it was the line though, for real. He just
didn't that dude Tunsil. Yeah, Tunsil. Tunsil. He was in the way. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Tunsil was in the way, all the way in the way, because he finessed us. But I know Peters is not gonna let that. No, he finessed us. You're garbage. Yeah. Now y'all line got to protect Jaden so he don't have to run as much. Because the way it's going, he gonna be another tour. Well,
for real.
Yeah, for real though. But I'm gonna be real. I think he tries to do too much too.
He does, like, bro. If you got Cam Newton's body, yes, do that.
Then you can do that. Yeah. Bro. You can't do that. Your arm is this big.
All right, so look, the Browns had a crazy good draft, bro. I mean, they really did their thing. They got a first round offensive lineman, got a first round wide receiver. Wide receiver is Casey Concepcion. Anybody with that name is a dog.
Yes. Yes. If your name is Concepcion, TDs for days.
Concepcion Recepcion.
Yes.
So, they got two wide receivers. They got a wide receiver in the second round, a safety in the second round, offensive tackle in the third round. Damn, they had hella picks. A center, linebacker, tight end, quarterback, and another tight end. So I feel like, to me, that was a good sign for them building around Shedeur, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
To me, go ahead.
So I was wondering that. Do you think that hold on, baby. I was like, do you think that they drafted, like, so when I'm watching that draft, I was looking at it like, hey, they're drafting to accommodate Shedeur. I thought that
100%.
Right? All right, so I'm not tripping.
Nah, he's
I don't want to be
situation.
biased. Yeah, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to get my hopes up just because I said, and I'm standing on what I just said, he's going to be the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football. But I can't tell you if that's going to be with the Browns, though.
I think it's going to be with the Browns. He's literally going to bring the Browns back into relevancy.
Yeah.
To me, because it's the perfect storm. Here's a guy that was pretty much try to be cast away by the league. They forced him to the worst team to go to in the league. He could have literally got drafted by anybody, and they made sure he got drafted by the Browns. That's what I think. And no, for real, bro, look at it. Every quarterback that's ever been there is just failure.
Yeah. Well, he was the first, but he was the first one to do a lot of the things. So, and like when he did his press conference, when he said.
What does it say?
He said the Commanders also drafted an edge rusher out of Tennessee in the 5th round. Also, Sonny Styles for Washington Commanders was an awesome addition to the Commanders. Yeah, no question, man. We were talking about Sonny earlier. Yeah. No question, man. Big pickup, legendary pickup. And I think Micah literally called that. What I'm gonna do is when we, after all this stuff gets going, I'm gonna go back, find that, and then put that together. Because it was funny too, because I called the AJ Brown.
Yo, you did actually.
To the Patriots,
you really did.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I talked through it. I was like, oh, he could go here. No, he can go here. I was like, nah, ultimately, he should probably go to the Patriots. But man. And Oh, okay, Robbie, you said that. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This draft class was probably the best I've ever seen. I feel like not for quarterbacks though.
Well, like, what
Not
does
for
he mean by
quarterbacks.
that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Rob? Give us some more
Does he
context.
like if he's talking about skill? I would agree with that because the skill is just getting crazy, bro. I mean, the kids nowadays, bro, in high school, they're doing college workouts for years,
I
literally,
know. Yeah.
and so and you got to do it that way, especially with NIL, bro. If you're not ready to step on that field, you're not seeing that field at all.
Nah.
They're not
No.
developing you like they used to. Now,
Yo, and
yeah.
no, well, because I want you to continue because I was just going to give an example of like it's like with Julian Lewis.
So, yo,
They didn't want him to see the field, but go ahead.
that's a tricky situation to me because I feel like it's I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But from what I saw last season with Julian Lewis, you're talking about Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Dion put him out there and literally said to himself, "Oh shoot, this kid's not ready."
Yes, he was though.
You think so?
Yeah, he was way better than Caden Salter. Like Caden Salter went in there. Like I think now I think that okay, let's put it like this. With Dion, because he's way smarter than me. When I'm like and knows way more. So when I say that when I say that I don't feel like that's what he was thinking, I think that he was more so on the lines of thinking like this. You're gonna be 10 times better redshirting this year. Let me throw you out there a little bit.
I like that.
I
like that.
Yeah, let me throw you out there a little bit because he played well against West Virginia. They lost that game, but like you saw, look, like it's kind of funny.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, like it's funny how it works. Like just like the way that you see flashes did you saw flashes with Shador in the NFL? You saw those type of flashes with Julian Lewis in college, but it got to a point where Dion was like, "Nah, man, I'm not going to jeopardize we're not going nowhere this year, right? Yeah. And if I can take him out for the rest of the season, put Caden Salter back in because Caden Salter still has an NFL dream, even though he ruined that game one. He ruined it game one. He wasn't that good. He got exposed going to the next level. I mean, he got exposed going to Division One.
He was already D1, but big D1 for sure.
Yeah. And I don't think, and I will say, I guess it's not fair to him. I think that he would have produced better if Marion, the coach, the offensive coordinator that's there now that came from Sac State, I think he would have produced better with him, but it didn't work out that way. I think that Pat Shurmur, respectfully, should never probably coach.
Where did he come from?
Pat Shurmur, I mean, he's an NFL coach. He was an NFL coach.
Oh, he's just a name. Just a name.
Yeah, but he's an NFL coach. But yes, and the way we got to look at it is like this. You can't expect everybody to be like Shador and Travis.
Shador is literally trained by Tom Brady his whole life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or you can't expect him to be like Travis. So if you try to expect them to be like that, like when you bring in a simple-minded coach, like you got to look at this because I'm a Dion fan, bro. I'm a Dion advocate. So we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Right. But for whatever reason, the dude, Sean O'Brien or whatever, the original offensive coordinator, he gets fired or he gets told to step down in the middle of the season. They bring Pat Shurmur in. I think that was a business move.
Okay.
But I'm wrong probably, but I don't know.
This happened last season though, right?
No, this happened on Shador's last season.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
But I'm giving a breakdown. Shador's first season, he was with Sean O'Brien. Then Sean O'Brien gets called down. But see, here's the thing though. Sean O'Brien called the game of his life against TCU when Shador Sanders threw for 400 some yards.
Yeah, he did.
But I felt like they were so simple minded, and Dion had to learn too. This is not the HBCU anymore. So you're not gonna be able to but because what I mean by that, respectfully, what I mean by that is like you're not gonna be able to just outcoach these coaches by a simple game plan that you can just keep the game plan the same way the whole game. Right, they're gonna eventually figure out a way. So, but I like Shador, bro. I think I already know what it's gonna be. Dion, though, I think that he's going to have a good season this year at Colorado. I think that
I think Julian Lewis is too small, bro.
I think he's gonna be fine. I think he'll be fine. I just like if we're looking for Shador, stop.
Nah, but see, I can't say he can read way better than Caden Salter did. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was.
No, you're just saying he's really what you're trying to say respectfully is he's just too soft for his situation.
I think so. I do.
No, I think that's what you're coming at. But I'm gonna disagree, and I hope that you're wrong. But I
hope that I'm wrong too. For real.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not trying to pull up and see that for real.
And because we're coming out there.
Yeah,
we're coming out there and we're watching, and it's gonna be crucial because we're gonna be doing the pod. We got to find a good spot outside the stadium, but we're gonna be doing all that. That's gonna be crucial. We're coming up this summer. We'll be in Boulder. We'll be out there, man. We're gonna be doing our podcast, bro. This is gonna be legendary. And see, it's funny. Me and Mike have been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. And we know that's like this is why we have to like keep it limited. Because we know we could sit on here for probably about 3 hours.
We could.
Yeah, and record for y'all, man.
Good, for sure.
You got something else you want to talk about?
I mean, like you said, I probably should just shut up because I'll just keep going for real.
Yeah, what's up, Bing Bing?
And I gotta say hi. And the kids.
Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
I like your hair.
Yeah. Yo, this is so. Oh, dang! So it's funny though, man. Shout out to whoever's watching on Twitch. I don't know. We just got to comment on Twitch. Hey, we be everywhere, man. You know, we
that's because we're on an extended time. I'm telling you, bro.
Probably, man. That is true, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in today, man. I want to give a personal shout out to Robbie. I want to give a personal shout out to Kyle. Man, you guys we're really appreciated, and just to everybody that always taps in with us, bro. Again, we just wanted to come with y'all today, regardless of anything. We're still going to get Shakim on here. We're still going to make that happen. We apologize it didn't work out today. No hard feelings, just business. So we'll be all right, bro. You want what's up, man? And before we get out of here, though, I am going to say a prayer, though.
Let's get it.
All right, man. Father Jesus, thank you for bringing us here today, man. I want to just start off by saying, man, continue to pray for my brother Shakim. And continue to pray for his elevation, man. We're grateful for him. And we continue to pray for him, man. And we look forward to being able to have him eventually on this show. Continue to pray for Mike and I, man, as we continue to elevate and be consistent, man, and give you the glory and just give you all the praise, man. We're so grateful for everything that you're giving us, man, and just every opportunity that you present in front of us, Lord Jesus, man, for all the people that are tapping in and our audience that are engaging with us and talking to us and believing in us, man. This is what we do it for, man. And just want to pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, man. Amen.
Amen, bro.
All right, big dog. Take it easy, man. Yes, sir. Take it easy.
You too, bro.